let's talk about weather, because some folks out there are seeing dark skies, lots of lightning and hearing thunder, and it's pouring.
Right, but
not everybody.
Right, not everyone. And as soon as it starts pouring, it lasts about 15-20 minutes.
And then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
Springtime.
I know it. This is at DFW Airport. At the top of the hour, we showed you this image, and it was completely covered with rain. I mean, you couldn't see a thing. You can at least make out some of the buildings in the back now, and delays certainly improved. Love Field, you can actually see the runway. The planes look like they're moving now. Love Field, 60 degrees, by the way, wind gusts of about 22 miles per hour. Still some dark skies across downtown Dallas with some light rain, nothing like what we saw 45 minutes ago. And again, DFW Airport not seeing any rain over that area at the moment. That has now pushed off to the east. But just south of DFW, south of Arlington, we're actually seeing our next cluster of storms. And this cluster has worked out of Johnson County, now moving through Ellis. And it'll continue to work its way towards the east, northeast. This will really contain some heavy rainfall, some lightning, but it's staying below severe threshold. So we're only seeing wind gusts of about 30 to 40 miles per hour with this, and it is moving to the east at about 40 miles per hour. So just a rough estimate of when it'll make its way towards, well, it's already in DeSoto. It's already in Waxahachie. And it'll continue to work its way towards the east, really. I am not expecting this to become severe, but I am seeing, again, some heavy rain. Cedar Hill seeing some of that. Oakleaf down really along I-35 towards the south. Midlothian already starting to see some clearing along I-35 toward the south, also seeing just some heavy rainfall. And with that heavy rainfall comes incredibly lowered visibility. And again, it's all along a front that's currently working its way towards the south and east. Behind the front, we're already seeing some cooling. See temperature of Fort Worth of about 58 degrees, 57 in Denton, 59 in McKinney. But look at areas like Canton. Canton hasn't seen this front yet. 75 degrees there, 80 degrees in Corsicana and in Athens, where that front quite hasn't arrived yet. Hillsborough at 73. Now, this rain will continue to develop along this front as it overall pushes towards the south and east. And because it's starting to move into an area that is warmer, we still have that severe weather outlook. I showed you this at the top of the hour. This is a level 1 out of 5. It's a very low end threat for perhaps seeing an isolated storm that contains some hail, anywhere between nickel to maybe quarter size, really small hail here embedded within these storms if we see that. And as far as the timeline goes, we're going to show you this. This is Thursday around 6. You can see that front still continuing to move towards the south and east. This particular model really backing off on the intense rain as it moves southeast, but maybe 1 or 2 storms causing some heavy rainfall the more south and east it moves. This is now 8 p.m. You can see areas behind the front, including the Metroplex, maybe just seeing a late shower here and there. Coverage will be lower by this point at about a 40%. This continues to move south and east. This is now 9. You can see a few pockets of heavy rain still along our northeastern counties, southeast of the Metroplex. But otherwise, this is moving relatively quick compared to a few of the models, at least what they were showing yesterday. But today, this will continue to move completely out of the area by around midnight, and then we'll see some lingering light rain by the time the morning comes. I'm not expecting much more rain, anywhere between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch in accumulation between now and about midnight. Okay, I'm going to look ahead. Looking ahead to Saturday, most of us are going to stay dry Saturday, but we do have another system that comes in. And this one, as of now, looks like it could cause some thunderstorms. This mainly along the Red River and north into Oklahoma. A lot of the models, though, keeping what we call the cap in place, meaning storms will have a very difficult time to develop Saturday afternoon. We have a dry line and a cold front that move in late Saturday. Most of us will stay dry, but it's important to keep an eye on the sky, keep an eye on the forecast, especially here at WFAA, because we are going to be watching this Saturday afternoon just in case we see some of this activity pop up. And if we do, it's not going to be a lot. We're going to notice maybe 10% coverage Saturday afternoon and evening. Tonight, we're going to see it clear, at least the rain. It still stays on the cloudy side, cool and breezy once that front completely clears the area. A low of 48. Tomorrow, 65. It's going to be drier by the afternoon. It's going to be breezy in the morning. Winds will calm by the afternoon. 82 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday. The up and down roller coaster temperatures, that continues through the weekend. And next week, we're starting out in the 60s, but eventually climb into the 70s as we approach St. Patrick's Day.